Yo, what up? We back with another edition of Sports Betting with Wes. And first, let me say Happy Easter. Um, Today's Easter Sunday, and a lot of the games that I thought was gonna come on last night is actually coming on tonight. So before we get into that, let's talk about what happened last night. Starting with Washington, covered that 17 and a half to Miami. Like I said, who the hell Miami think they are to be giving somebody 17 and a half? 136 to 152. Detroit covered that negative 1.5 to the 76ers. Like I said, 116 and 93. And although the Spurs did not cover that negative 2 to Denver, Wemby covered that double double. Like I said, Jokic covered that double double. Like I said. And the only thing that did not happen, like I said, was the Spurs did not cover that negative 2 to Denver. And with that being said, let's move on to tonight's games. I got some food on the grill, so I'm not really trying to rush it, but I'm kind of rushing it. Starting off with Washington, getting 5.5 points to Brooklyn, and I'm gonna take Brooklyn. The over and under is 232, and some of these games are actually playing as we speak. They just started. Um, I'm not gonna touch the over and under. Next, Memphis is getting 4.5 from Milwaukee, and I'm gonna take Milwaukee. The over and under is 230.5. I'm not gonna touch it. Then we got Phoenix giving up 8.5 to Chicago. I'm gonna take Phoenix. The over and under is 241.5. I'm not gonna touch it. Then Toronto's getting 9.5 from Boston. I take Boston. The over and under is 224.5. I, I go with the over. The Pacers are getting 15.5 from the Cavs. I go with the Pacers. The over and under is 238.5. I'm not going to touch it. Then Orlando is getting 6 points. Is giving up 6 points to the Pelicans, and I'm gonna go with Orlando. Over and under is 235.5. I'm not gonna touch it. Charlotte is giving up 3.5 to the Timberwolves, and I'm definitely going with Charlotte because I've heard it to the grapevine that Anthony Edwards is not playing today. So I'm liking Charlotte. The over and under is 226.5. I'm not gonna touch it. Utah is getting 24 points from OKC, and that's just a spread I can't turn down. I'm going to take Utah with the 24. They might get mollywop. I advise y'all not to follow me, but I'm going to take that 24 points with Utah. The over and under is 239.5. I'm not going to touch it. The Lakers are giving up 1.5 to Dallas, and Luka is out for the rest of the season, and I'm still going with the Lakers. The over and under is 233.5, and I'm not going to touch it. The Clippers are giving up 13 points to the Kings, and I'm gonna go with the Clippers. The over and under is 228. I'm gonna go with the over. And last but not least, Houston is giving up 3.5 points to Golden State, and Stephen Curry is back. I'm gonna go with Golden State. And the over and under is 225.5. I'm gonna go with the over. And that concludes our tickets. Until we sit down and talk about tomorrow's tickets. Peace.